Do you keep seeing the same patterns and programs appear in different people? Do you feel like you're stuck in a loop? Well, you're off the hook. It's not your fault. You were programmed. Hear me out. When you were first born, you were programmed with pure love, which is defined as acceptance without judgment. You didn't judge anybody or anything. You haven't been taught how yet. You're also programmed with fear, like fear of loud noises. If you yell in a baby's face, it'll jump. If you drop a baby and catch it before it hits the ground, it'll have a reaction. Those are programmed responses, and that's all you're born with when you get here. Everything else that you learn to love or to judge, that was all programmed, and that's programmed as your belief system. Here's what's interesting about beliefs. 9/10 of reality is based on what you believe. The other 1/10 of reality, that's objective. That's when we look around the room. If I point out a white wall with a window, you would also see a white wall with a window. That's 1/10 of reality, and that's objective. The other 9/10 of reality, 90% of it is based on what you believe. How do you feel about the environment that you're in? Where did you learn about your beliefs? Well, from 0 to 7, your brain operates in theta state. Theta state is right between awake and asleep. Right? It's like the first 10 minutes in the morning when you wake up. It's that hypnotic state, the same place like hypnotists will try to get you to. That's theta state. Now, your mind is made up of 95% subconscious, and it's made up of 5% awareness. Your conscious mind is only 5% of your overall mind. The other 95% is subconscious. During theta state, that 5% of your awareness, it's actually being bypassed to directly program your subconscious with its programming, with its belief system, the way you think the world works. This includes how you feel about yourself and how you think other people feel about you. Whether or not when you cross the street, do you look both ways? Things like that. The subconscious did not filter any of it as true or false. It just captured each of your experiences as snapshots. And those snapshots each contain everything that you know at the time of the snapshot and all the emotion that you were feeling when the snapshot was taken. If there's a particular emotion that's sensed in a bunch of the snapshots, it takes those snapshots and it puts them together in a file. And once there's enough snapshots with the same emotional signature, it creates a program. Those programs became your belief system. They now tell you what's safe, what's possible, how lovable you are, how worthy you are. And unless you consciously act to reprogram them, your subconscious just keeps playing them back into your reality. Anybody ever talk to you about mirrors? Well, programs get mirrored back to you through the people in your reality. And that's why the same patterns keep showing up. Like somebody showing up late all the time, patterns like this, or somebody that's self-destructive or self-sabotages, these types of patterns, if these are programs, they'll keep showing up over and over repeatedly. The mirrors are meant to show you the programs that are running under the surface. And until you know what you're looking for, it's difficult to see the mirror. That's what the reflection method toolkit is built for, to show you the programs that are reflecting into the mirror. Now, as we discussed, 9/10 of reality is based on your belief, and your belief comes at a subconscious level. Now, let's talk a little bit more about what the subconscious knows and what it doesn't know. Your subconscious has access to your DNA. DNA is made up of 4 strands, A's, G's, C's, and T's. The DNA is actually read and write. So scientists took 1 gram of our DNA and they extracted the A's, G's, C's, and T's, and they put ones and zeros back on top of it to see how much information it would hold. And what they found out is 1 gram of DNA holds 403 petabytes of information. A petabyte is 1,000,000 gigabytes. So 1 gram of our DNA holds over 400 million gigabytes of information. Now, our bodies are covered with pounds and pounds of DNA, and your subconscious has access to all of the information that's on there. So you're not just talking about how you look as a human, but you're also talking about information that dates back, generational trauma, past lives, things of that nature. Now, let's talk about what the subconscious doesn't know. It doesn't know anybody else exists. It literally doesn't know another person is out there. Our 5% awareness, it perceives other people, but the subconscious does not perceive another person exists. So when you have judgments about other people, the subconscious takes that as literal about you. So you think you look across somebody else and you see them wearing some weird clothes and you say they're dressed funny. Your subconscious hears I'm dressed funny. Now, this is important to note because the majority of what you see is coming at a subconscious level. What you're actually seeing is you're looking at lights, like your reality. You're looking at lights bouncing off of particles. They go into the eye canal, they turn upside down, go to the back of your mind, and spit out an image of what the mind believes is going on outside of it. Remember, your mind is locked inside of your head. It can't see anything. Your brain is really a pattern recognition system. And what it's doing is it's recognizing the light rays, the way they bounce off the particles, and it puts together what is going on in the outside world. So what's really happening is your subconscious is projecting what you're seeing, and your 5% awareness is the observer to what that is and creates thoughts and emotions from that. If the emotions feel familiar, it's because there's a program running in the background to reinforce the emotions that you felt earlier in life somewhere. and probably felt those emotions several times if you're seeing them a lot in your reality. If you want to see changes, but you continue to act and react in the way that you've been programmed, then you're going to keep creating the same emotional responses to the things that you see, which will, your subconscious will then create snapshots with those emotional signatures, put them together with other snapshots, and reinforce the programs. And you're just going to keep seeing the same programs cycle again and again and again. If you can understand the mechanics of the mind, you can understand how to create real change. With the Reflection Method Toolkit, you'll get a step-by-step process for how to create new programs, how to realign the old programs, and to create future programs that align with your awareness now and not the programs that you've been programmed with. If you want more information, go to lifeequalslove.com, where you can get a look at the full toolkit, see everything included, and get your first 3 tools for absolute free. Come on over and check out the Reflection Method.